Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and just do a comparison of the RODE NT1 and the TLM 103. I've noticed that I've never actually did a side-by-side, more full in-depth kind of comparison between both of these microphones. Switching now to the RODE NT1. But in general, like, what I've found is, like, I saw this one post today, and this person was like, these two microphones sound identical. And I was about to write back and be like, no, they don't. But then I realized, why not give it a shot? That might be an interesting video. Switching now. However, what I wanted to kind of do was I want to keep switching off, just switching off and just seeing how they sound. To me, like, I'm going to be perfectly honest, like, I don't really like the sound of the RODE the TLM 103. But it's sort of like I use it because it's an industry standard. Like, they use it a lot in anime. Switching to the RODE NT1. And, but to me, like, I've never actually really did a full in-depth kind of analysis of how they both sound, kind of like what I'm doing right now. And what I'm going to do is just keep switching off, and I'm also going to be reading the same passages, switching off. But, wanted to get a sense of kind of what they sound, and before I say, like, no, they don't sound the same, I want to actually give it a shot, switching off to the RODE NT1, because what I'd realize is, like, there's a lot of NT1 and TLM 103 kind of comparisons, but when you actually watch the video, it's really hard to tell because the room is so untreated. It's so bare, like bare walls and bare desks, and like it's really hard to tell. Switching off. But I never gave it a fair shot, like kind of in a space. But what I do know about the TLM 103 is that it's a very sensitive microphone. It's going to pick up every nuance. I'm sure right now it's picking up all the reverb. And I'm not in my actual booth. My actual booth is in my closet. But this is like kind of like my semi booth. This is how it sounds. Microphone check, testing 1 2 3. Switching off to the RODE NT1. But I think this is relevant because they are coming out with a RODE NT1, a new version of the RODE NT1, and it's already out. And maybe people want to know what it sounds like compared to like industry standards. And at the end of the day, you can buy this super duper RODE NT1 that has come out that's on steroids for like $240. And this is a $1,000 microphone in comparison to that. And so the question you have to ask yourself is it really like that much more in price? Like, I don't want to be one of those guys, like, anyway. Now what I'm now going to do is I'm going to read a passage here both ways. I'm going to do it 3 ways. Okay, I'm going to read it here separately, then I'm going to read it here separately, and then I'm going to read both of them at the same time with both microphones in front. But I feel like it's hard when both microphones are in front because you're still not getting optimal distance for both of them, right? So let's just go ahead and do that. So I'll read first with the Neumann TLM 103. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. So this is the TLM 103, switching off. Alright, so now we're on the RODE NT1. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Yeah, they sound different, bro. These do not sound the same. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. Now, let's have both at the same time, and what I'm going to do is have one video showing how it sounded on this microphone here, and one on that microphone, okay? So, I'm sorry, this is the RODE NT1, and that's the TLM 103. Alright, so, the small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned a young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. Again, now we'll completely switch out. I'm just going to go with the Neumann. I'm sorry, this is the RODE NT1, and that's the TLM 103. All right, so the small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned a young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. Again, now we'll completely switch out. I'm just going to go with the Neumann.